Good evening once again to the Blue Stand, everyone. I thought we'd do another show. It's been a while, a couple of weeks, I think. We're going to discuss the Chelsea Wrexham game. Yeah, it was a friendly game, but still, it was interesting to see the new players and our young players, playing together. Yeah, I'm going to start with what Pochettino had to say after the game. Um, Let me just get this up. Hold on a second. Where is one minute, people? Yeah, where's it gone? Yeah, so we're going to start with Poch. What he had to say. Uh, then we carry on. And yes, so let me start with Poch words. What he said on the Chelsea app. But Pochettino was pleased with the attitude shown by his Chelsea players in the 5-0 victory 5-0 victory over Wrexham, but accepts there is still room to improve in the preseason games ahead. Always room to improve, of course. A youthful Chelsea team produced a composed performance in sweltering conditions in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Um, Ian Matson opened the scoring, of course. Uh, Scored, early after the uh, early on after good work with Nicholas Jackson, and the Dutchman added a second before the interview. Yeah, I'm going to talk about Matson and Jackson later. I'm just reading what Poch had to say. The final three goals arrived in the final 10 minutes of the contest. Conor Gallagher found the net with a guided shot from distance before summer signing Christopher and Kuku struck after rounding the goalkeeper, Rob Lainton. Ben Chilwell got in the act in stoppage time as he definitely finished from close range after an excellently friendly pass by Brazilian Angelo Gabriel. Yeah, it was. Yeah, this is what Poch was saying. It was a job well done in the mind of Poch. Yet the Chelsea head coach wants to see more from his players in the matches ahead. Like always, after a pre-season game, this is what Poch was saying. Like always after a pre-season game, I'm happy because of the attitude. The Argentinian coach explained after the win, but of course, it is time to improve. I think it's part of the process in the period to learn in the way we went to play and of course build the physical condition. Also, I'm happy with the performance. I think the most important thing now is to get positive feelings. Sorry, and to start to play again after the holidays. All the players came in at different levels, and now it is about putting them all at similar levels to try to compete for the season. Yeah, the average age of the starting 11 selected by Poch was just above 19 years old. However, there was no sign of inexperience at Wrexham. At, no, sorry, no sign of any inexperience as Wrexham, who last season won the National League, were restricted to half chances in the opening period. It is good to have the opportunity to see all these young guys who can show their quality, said Poch. It is important for them and for us to have a real assessment. For sure, all have quality. They need time and space to show they can compete for a place in the squad. Two of the young starters were midfielders, Sasaka Sadie and Andre Santos, both of whom have impressed on the international stage in recent months. Yeah. The clash against Wrexham provided both with a first opportunity to show what they could do in the Chelsea first team. And Pochettino was pleased with what he saw. The profile is very good. The two names, and Carnage, who can make her, they have the profile. Only they need time. Yeah, of course we agree. I agree with you, Poch. They are young, and we cannot forget we are Chelsea. The pressure is always to win. They need to have the place to have time to involve. But yes, the profile is good. Yes, more or less that's what he had to say. Yes, we won 5-0. We won 5-0, but still a lot to improve. We're going to have Brighton next. Let me check the matches are coming up. We play Brighton on Sunday. It's going to be Sunday over here, 12 midnight. Then on Thursday, we play Newcastle. And then we've got Fulham, 30th of July. And the last game will be Dortmund. That'll be the last game. So we got 4 more games left to play in this American tour. Yeah. So, we have time to get ready for Liverpool. I think Poch is doing the right things at the moment. And the other news was just coming that we've sold Aubameyang as well tonight, right? Not long ago. He's gone. It's been confirmed by Chelsea. So that leaves Hudson-Odoi, last man standing. He's the only one left now. Omari Hutchinson is going on loan to Ipswich for 1 season. That will give him some experience, I think. And we have a lot of money. A lot of money has been recouped by selling more than first 11. We've sold the whole first team, last season's first team. Yeah. Let's see what Bobby has to say in the comments here. Just read Bobby's comments. Yeah, big up to you, Bobby. Brighton looking for 100 million and frustrating a player they got for 4 million from a third world country. Yes, true. It's unethical exploitation, and it's a surprise the manager says nothing. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you, Bobby. What I heard, the latest news I heard, we offered them 80 now. We offered them 70. Nothing was done. Now they're saying we're going to have Brighton officials are flying to America to talk with Chelsea for a possible 80 million move. Let's hope that gets done. God, this player, and he's desperate to come to us. That's the thing. He's so desperate to come to us. Yeah, big up, Bobby. Hopefully you can come on the panel if you want. And big up to Gabriel. Thanks for being in the chat. Yeah. Let's see what you have to say. Let's see what Gabriel is saying. Yeah, he's crazy with this Casado thing. Unbelievable. Yeah, Gabriel is saying Casado was only paid better money after Chelsea interest. He was on 100k a year 18 months ago, then 7k a week after January. Yes, I understand. They know we want the player so bad, and they're making it so difficult. God, I hope we thrash them. We've got to play them next. I know it's a friendly, but let's go and thrash this Brighton. It won't be easy because they're going to have some first teamers in the side, of course. But, I'm just hoping that they accept 80 million now. I'm just hoping. and we're ready to buy. We want to get this deal done. Then we can move forward and get a few more. That's what I think Chelsea are looking at. They want to get this done. And Poch said it before. We haven't finished in the transfer window. Yes, we got Nicholas Jackson, brilliant player. I was really impressed with him the other day against Wrexham. And Kuku we had, but we actually saw him. He wasn't involved in the games too much, but when he got the chance to score, wow, did he score? Great goal. I love the guy. Yeah, let's read more comments and we come back. We have Bobby here again. Nick, I will try and join if I finish my evening treatment in time. Yeah, of course, Bobby. I understand you have problems. I do know. Yeah, I'm just saying you're welcome anytime. You don't need me to tell you you're welcome. You're part of the show. Yeah. Let's go to what's Gabriel saying? Oh, sorry, Emmanuel. Emmanuel is saying, I hope we walk away if we can't get Cancelo for 70. Yeah, it looks like we can't get him for 70. It looks like what I heard, I know it's all rumors flying around. I heard we could go for him an offer 80 now. But let's see. It's going on too. I know. I'm getting fed up with the whole situation, really. So Gabriel is saying, with Harry Kane and now Casado, it's a lesson for players to have clauses to avoid sorry. Yeah, fine. I know what you're saying. To avoid extortion transfer fee demands and players being held hostage. Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, players should have something so they can't force them to stay. If they want to go, they want to go. Cancelo wants to go. Kane, he doesn't want to accept that contract from Tottenham. They're forcing them to stay. It's crazy. It is really crazy. Something has to be done, really. It really has to. Bobby is saying Cho and Ziyech and Marlon left to go. Yeah, only 3 players left. Absolutely, Bobby. I was looking at the players we, have gone. The whole first team 11, they're all gone. Aubameyang makes 11. The whole, every single player was a first team player last year. All right, they were dropped a bit, but they were playing. So we've recouped a lot of money. I think we're waiting to see this. We were waiting to get this Casado deal done, and then when we will look at other players. I don't think we're finished with the transfer market. There's still a long way to go, and on the last day, anything can happen. That's where that's when you can make your big signings. So I'm very confident. I liked, what I saw against Wrexham, especially the first half. I saw the whole game. First half was really interesting. It was a good game, flowing, good passing movements. But second half, he slowed down. But I couldn't blame the players too much. It was, really hot over there. Really hot. I mean, it was over nearly 40 degrees, I think. It was really, really hot. So I understood why, you have to change players second half, give them all a try. I like what I saw though. Especially, I have to mention Nicholas Jackson. For me, that first half performance won him man of the match for me. Alongside Gabriel, another great young talent. Great. I know they're only young. Like Poch said, they're going to need time. But at least we have these great youngsters. We have potential at the club. We have a future. And that's what I think Top Ball is trying to do. He's gone back in history, Bobby, and everyone else here. he's gone back in history and see how Chelsea used to be. You know, always we had our first team, you know, in the 60s. The Doherty, Tommy Doherty's Babes. Busby, when I say that, it reminds me of Matt Busby of United. When we had our diamonds, they all came from most players, nearly every single player, the great players, plus a few more. They came from our great academy, our youth system. The likes of Peter Osgood, Ian Hutchinson, Alan Hudson, Ron Harris. I could go through the whole team. And we added Charlie Cook. We got him from Scotland, yes. We didn't add a lot because we had the players. And, we had a great young team. He worked in those days. I know it's different now. Football's completely different. We need a couple more experienced players now, I think. We're on the right path, though. Let me know in the comments what you lot think. Are you optimistic with the season coming up, or are you dreading it? Let me know, please. Yeah. Omari Hutchinson going on loan, which is good news. We'll get experience at Ipswich. Let me go and put some. Let's see what Gabriel was saying first, and then put some pictures of the game. Yeah, if you, Gabriel is saying, if you remember when Marina first joined, she changed the reputation of Chelsea being robbed in transfers. We need to do that again. Yes, good point. What with the Cancelo issue, I walk away as well if it's too much. Yeah, we can't, just give Brighton whatever they want. All we've seen of Cancelo is that one season when he was so good. We haven't seen a lot of him, but I do rate him. But, we can't go over the odds, like you're saying, Gabriel. It's crazy. I will say 80, and, if they don't want to give the player for 80, then we should walk away. We can't carry on forever. And there's other players out there, there's other players to go and get, really. Yeah, that was a great point you made. Yeah, let's put some pictures up of the game. Interesting. We had Poch here. Let's see. This is Chalobah, I think. Chalobah, first time to be captain. He had a good game. He was so proud to be captain for the first time. He was really happy. Yeah. And this is Nkuku when he scored that great goal. And the team, all of them together, young players, but unbelievable. And I must mention Ian Maatsen. Maatsen was unbelievable for me as well. Not because he just scored 2 goals, but he shows what a good player he is. And I don't want him going out on loan again. Keep him at the club. Like Lewis Hall. We need these players. He done great for Burnley. I don't think he needs another loan. He has to. I think he'll be around next year in the squad. Yeah. Yeah, and yes, some of these pictures of our lads. Let's go back to the comments again. Yeah, so I don't know what does everyone think about the. Are you positive for next year? Are you happy with all these young players? Would you go start the season with Nicholas Jackson up there and then Kuku, Medvecki, Sterling? We have one experienced player, Sterling, of course. Or Are you desperate to get Casado and a few other players? Let's get rid of these pictures. Hold on, sorry. Yeah, so let me know in the chat what you think, people. For me, I think Poch is doing what he can. He's playing them. He's watching. I can see him during the game. He showed. If you go on the Chelsea FIFA, he shows Poch during the game. The camera's on Poch, and he's active. He's up and down like a yo-yo, telling players where to be, where to go, what to do. It shows how bad Potter was when he hardly moved. He didn't move at all from that bench. And when he stand up, he was standing up, arms folded. Poch was going mad. He was only friendly, but he was telling these players what to do, and they listened to him. Yeah, it was great to see that. I don't have that video, but it's great to see. If you have the Chelsea FIFA, go on there, you're going to see it. Yeah, what else? What news do we have? Let me just check here. Hold on a second. Yeah, for me, the game, like I said, good first half, entertaining first half. 2-0. It was good. It wasn't about the goals yesterday for me. Sorry, was it yesterday? The match. It was about looking at the players, watching the players. We had a chance to see Jackson and Cuckoo in action, and the Red Santos. He impressed me a lot. Santos really for a young player, and I saw him play for Brazil, the under-21s, and he was good. He's been performing. So is Jackson for his previous club as well, and not just them two. Who impressed me? Matson, of course. I forgot what's his name. Chukwuemeka, yeah, he didn't have a bad game. He's still young as well. I mean, they're all young. Yeah, our average age was 19 years old the other day. 19. There was only Sterling who was 28. But it was great to see. Yeah, so another player impressed me a lot. Miera, if I'm saying his name right, I can't say his name right. Portuguese young lad. Is it someone put me right? Miera, something. Can't say his name, but he's very young as well. But like Poch said, he wants to get the right squad. Doesn't want a 30-player squad or even or more. He wants a proper squad. I think he's looking for 25, maybe the most. That's what he was saying. Yeah, so, yeah. Let me just see here. Sorry, chaps. 1 minute. People, I mean. Let me just check here. Anything else we haven't mentioned? I'll wait for some panelists to come on. Bobby might come on, but he's not for sure. Hold on a second. Yeah. And they're just getting on about the Aubameyang. He's gone, they're saying. And of course, Rhys James is back. He's back with the team. He's out there. He went out there today. Great to see him back. He looks happy, very happy. When he met Poch, they greeted each other with arms around each other. It was good to see. So yeah, good to see Rhys is there. He'd probably be involved in one of the games or more. Yeah. Listen, yeah, it's just about Reece James coming back. Yeah, and Omari Hutchinson on loan to Ipswich. Yeah, that's the main news, really. And Ian Matson, let's see what he had to say. He was happy, for his performance the goals. He was very happy to get the first goal for Chelsea in his life, and I mean for the first team that is, and for the second one as well. Yeah, I'm glad to see that. Now, yeah, and Kuku loves that position, central striker. He wants that position, he's saying. Let's see what Poch does. But like he said, we still need to improve. Doesn't mean because we won 5-0 it's anything. Yeah. So let's go to the comments, see what they say. Yeah, big up to you, JP. And big up, Nick. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, my friend. A long time to be on each other's shows. Uh, let's see what you're saying. If you can come on if you want, you got the link. Yeah, great first preseason win for the boys. Let's just hope no injuries this summer. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let's hope we don't get any more injuries. Badia Shiu is, he's back at Chelsea, at Cobham, recovering, training, not training, just in the gym. Hopefully he'll be ready for Liverpool. I think he'll be ready. Yeah. Yeah, JP, come on if you want. You have the link. Let's see where all these panelists have got to, if they want to come on or not. Some are still on holiday, that's the problem. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens. Pre-season, even, channels like mine, they're not as busy as they usually are during the season when everyone wants to come on. But, we're just, we have to come on. And we'll have to discuss the games like we are. And yeah, and so far so good for me for Poch. I like what I see. I like the way he talks. Yeah, he talks a lot of sense, and I do really think he can be our next great manager. After Jose, he can be. Um, it's funny with me because in the beginning I didn't want him because he had Tottenham connections, but now since I've been watching him talking and everything, ex-players talking about him, Chelsea ex-players really admire him. So I'm going to back him all the way. Even if we don't do nothing next year, of course, it's not easy first year. But if we finish in that top 6, that'd be a great achievement for me. If we can get a trophy, that'd be a bonus. But, I will still back him. Even if we don't get Champions League football and we get Europa League football, it's still an achievement. We have to give it time. Don't forget, we're rebuilding the whole club, not the team, not just the team, the club. So give the owners time. Again, in the right way. We have a good manager now. And for me, it's looking up. Okay, we can do with a couple more midfielders, experience. We can do with a number 9, which I would really want at the club, a proper number 9. But let's give Jackson a chance. He looks good. We can always go in January and see what's going on. If we're not doing well, but for me, we have to give these young players a chance. And the more you give these young players of us, they're hungry and they want to fight for that badge and want to really improve, impress the fans and all that. And I know our fans, they're going to be. I can imagine the Liverpool game, first game, it'd be electric. Whole new Chelsea team coming out. I can imagine it. It's going to be unbelievable. I haven't got my ticket yet, but I'm still hopeful. Hopeful I'll be there. Let's see what happens. But yeah, so let's back the ball, back the manager, and everything will come good in the end. I'm sure. I'll guarantee you that. Yeah. So yeah, I think with this, I don't know. No penalties are coming on, so I can't really argue with anyone or talk with anyone. But I'm talking to you, the most important, you who watch the show, of course. So yeah. So I don't know anything else I haven't. Let me check. Anything else we have to say? So we're gonna look. It'd be interesting to see what we do against Brighton. That'd be a bigger test for us. It'd be a much better test. And that's on Sunday midnight. So it's like Saturday midnight, 23rd of July, Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday actually. And then Newcastle, that'd be a good test on the 27th. And Fulham be a good derby. And Dortmund be a very good test, the last game. So, we have games to look forward to. I know they're only friendlies pre-season, but whatever. It's good to watch these players and watch our team and see how we get on. I don't know, anyone in the comments wants to tell me what they think about the new Chelsea kit. I have my doubts about it. There's a few things I don't like about that kit. First of all, the badge is not right. Should be the Chelsea badge, the right color, which it's always been. The badge, all right, it's the same, but it's not the same badge that we always have. Let me. You know what I mean. It's shiny, too much shine, too much rainbow colors and all that. But I would have preferred, and that white sleeves on the armpits. I know it's to do with the 90s, but that badge ruins it for me. And that white armpit when the players they put their hands up, and it looks like a parachute. Honestly, let's see what Gabriel thinks. Looks nice, but not the funny color badge. Yeah, that badge is ridiculous. God, yeah, that's unbelievable. That's disgrace. That badge shining and changing colors. What's that all about? Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The only thing I like is the blue, the usual, and white socks. The shirts, that white bit, I'm not too keen on. If it was just all blue, like before, like we always had in our best kits, the Samsung kit. This kit reminds me a bit of the Autoglass kit. It reminds me a bit of that. But let's see if we get used to it. I don't like the badge, Gabriel. Like you said, the badge is unbelievable. Let's see how many people actually go and buy it. If they don't buy it, they might change it before the season starts. That's what I'm hoping for. No one buys the kit. Yeah. So, like I said, Gabriel, what do you think? Are you optimistic for next season? Will you be happy top six, or you think we should get Champions League football? We can get that if we finish fifth as well. But what's your feelings in the chat? Everyone else in the chat, you can tell me what you think if you want. Yeah, so I think let's see anything else we have to. Any other news we haven't mentioned? Just checking here. The fifth stand. I think I said everything about Maury Hutchinson. Rich James is back. Aubameyang is gone. Yeah, we mentioned that's the latest news for us. Yeah, at the moment. And of course, we're waiting for Caicedo deal to be done. Let's all pray so it's done. Yeah, let's see what Gabriel is saying here. Gabriel is saying realistically top six, but hopeful we are in a positive surprise and the team gels quickly. Yes, I agree. That's what I said as well. I'll be happy with top six. And and if we do get top six and we can't make the European Champions League, when we get to that Europa League, we always go and win it. And it's not a easy competition to win, but we usually do. Yeah, of course, it'd be great to get it back to the Champions League. But, after the season we had last year, after all the circumstances, new owners, making mistakes, Potter, Lampard, I think they learned the lesson. That's why everyone's gone. They got rid of the whole team. They've learned the lesson. They went and got a right manager, a top-class manager, and Pochettino. And the players we got, Jackson and Kuku. Don't forget the others we got before. Mudryk. He can come good. I have full faith in him. Mudryk, Medvecki, Chukwuemeka, they're only young. They need a bit of time. But these players are going to thrive. Under Poch, they will thrive. So, yeah, I agree. I'll be happy with top six, but I'll be dancing if we get in that Champions League. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, let's see what Gabriel's saying again. At least someone's chatting with me. Like most fans, I would be happy to see progress and signs of something special, even if we don't make the Champions League positions. Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more, Gabriel. God, absolutely, 100%. You took the words out of my mouth. That's what we want to see, progress. And we can, we want to see the future. We have a good season next year with all these youngsters bedded in, coming up. Then you imagine the following season. Then we can go and challenge City. Why not? The owners are backing the manager. 100% they're backing him. He said it himself. But they're just waiting, to get this Caicedo deal done, if it's done. If not, we have to move on. There's other players out there. We can get. There's other players like Dybala. What about Dybala? Juventus. There's, Persadi. What's his name? Persadi, another Italian good player. There is a lot of players out there, but let's see what we do. What's he saying here? Yeah, I said that, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Gabriel. Absolutely. Yeah, so going back, I mean, we mentioned the game. It was great to see Matson get them goals, and there were good goals as well. It was great to see on Kuku get that goal because he was quiet, really. Uh, two they all blend in. Um, but I was impressed. Matson, Jackson, most of the young players, really. Santos, they all impressed me for their first game, first time to be in that Chelsea first team. It was impressive, yeah. Even if it was Wrexham, I know they just come out of the National League, but they had experienced players, Wrexham, playing. Uh, so let's see what we do against Brighton. You know, probably we'll be back. You know, I think we'll be back. We're going to do a reaction after the Brighton game, of course. That's what I'll be doing now for pre-season. Not so many hours. Like usually we go on for 3 hours, 2, 3 hours, because we have a lot of panelists on. But for the time being, we will do a reaction show after every, preseason game. We will cover all the games in America, and when it leads up to the Liverpool game, then hopefully all the panelists be back on. I'm surprised. Before we used to have 10 panelists. I can only have 10, but then we used to get 7, 8, 9, 10. For some reason, they're all doing something tonight, I'm afraid. But it's still it doesn't stop us from coming on. As long as you're not in the comments. Thanks for coming on, Gabriel, JP, Bobby, anyone else I haven't mentioned. Let me check. Yeah, Emmanuel, sorry. Yeah, thanks for coming on as well. Um, it makes a big difference, if you when people are in the chat. And please subscribe if you haven't. It helps, and give us a like. That helps as well for the channel. It doesn't cost nothing, by the way. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, I think we said everything for today. Um, a big up to all of you once again. Uh, Thanks for coming on, and whoever watched us, all thank you very much. And we'll be back after the Brighton game. Let's see what we do in that game. Yeah, let me just bring the band back. Sorry. Let's find something to cheer us all up when we go out. The greatest song in football. Sorry, one more comment coming up. Yeah, that's Gabriel again. Gabriel, don't go nowhere yet. I'm gonna. Thanks, Nick. See you later, mate. Yeah, come on, you Blues. I'm gonna play. Don't go no one. Go away, anyone, because I want to play you the great video. The Blues of Color, the song that the great 70s team sang by shows. It's a brilliant video. So don't miss it. I'm gonna put that on now to get us out. So thanks for all of you who come on. And let me find Blues of Color, the greatest football song in football history. No one can be our song, not even Liverpool. You Never Walk Alone. Our one is special. Here we go. Where is it? Here we are. So I will leave you. I will say it again. Good night, wherever you are in the world, and God bless you all. God be with you. And onwards, Chelsea will be back. Guarantee. I'll guarantee you that. So let's go out. Good night, people.